Now, Ray, I don't know if you saw the Tennessee game against Alabama or not. It was a good game, by the way. It's like a heavyweight fight. I enjoyed the game.
I
But
wait to
Tennessee,
call that game. But yeah, good.
but Tennessee got over on Alabama. Alabama made a lot of mistakes. They didn't play. They had a ton of penalties and things of that nature. But Tennessee made some plays, man. They put their they made some plays. At the end of the game, the fans rushed the field because it's been a while since Tennessee's had some major success against a
Mhm.
top 10 opponent. And they tore down the goalpost. They took the goalpost to the river. I don't even know what river it is that's near the stadium, the Tennessee River, yeah. And they dumped the goalpost in the Tennessee River, which that doesn't even make any sense to me. But anyway, they don't have the collapsible goalpost like a lot of schools do, where they fold it down at the end of a game. So now Tennessee is out of a goalpost. They got to play a game next week. It's about $160,000 from what I understand for a new goalpost, and they put up a GoFundMe to have people donate to buy a new goalpost. Now, with a school that's probably worth $1 billion, I mean, that even makes sense to you? Should they ask for people to donate, or should they just go out and buy it and charge it to the game?
Well, I think that if it wasn't uh, if it wasn't I don't want to call it I'll just say if it wasn't a crime to do so, which it is, because you're destroying property, and being that the college students and the fans destroyed the property, they really should pay for it because I understand it was a big game, it was a big win, the biggest win they probably had in 15 years or 20 years or maybe even ever. But the thing about this is okay, that goalpost. I still don't see $160,000 in that goalpost, but I understand how it goes when the big company makes something for somebody they know has millions, if not billions of dollars. They're going to overcharge them. So the goalpost is going to cost $160,000. Yeah, I think if the fans destroyed it, I think they should pay for it. Now, do Tennessee go ahead and put one up anyway, and then hope they get their money back? Sure, they're gonna have to because they don't have a money problem. People don't realize by them winning this game on Saturday, they made the coach probably another $3 or $4 million a year. That's why he's cheering. He can say, "Yeah, we won the game and all that." Yeah, he's happy, but he knows that in college sports, that's what's going to happen. See, the top dogs, they can only get so much. The Sabins, the Dabo Sweeney's, and the guy at Ohio State, and Jim Harbaugh, and guys like that, they can only get so much. The other guys that at schools and they making they $2, $3 million a year, they looking to get into that 8 to $10 million range. And when you would get a win like they got on Saturday, that's exactly what's going to happen. So they got plenty of money. They just don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've already bought one. They got a game coming up this Saturday, so I'm sure they probably already bought one and installed it, and they just want to be reimbursed. But Buck, how do you feel about it? If the students tear down the goalposts, then do you start a GoFundMe? Is it a good look for a major university that has the largest stadium in the country to start a GoFundMe to replace the goalposts?
It's not a good look, man. I've been to that stadium. It's one of the best. It's probably the best stadium in the country. I mean, it is really large. If you ever get a chance to take a look, just drive through there and go to that stadium and just walk out there, man. It's amazing. They got the money. Tennessee has some of the best boosters in the SEC. They don't need 160,000. I'm quite sure they got one booster would come up there, kind of like what Florida State did when they were trying to get the coach out and offer $1 million. They don't need a GoFundMe page. All they need is one booster go. Oh, I'll take care of it. I mean, they just beat Alabama, so I mean,
Yeah.
just replace the goalpost and take the GoFundMe page down.
Because I guarantee you, none of those students are contributing. The
No,
students that tore it down, they ain't got no money. They're
they
not.
probably went. They probably went out there and fished the joke out and cut pieces off and carried it home.
I don't know why they threw it in the river. It still doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
But I think the last I saw, they had like $5,000 of it that had been donated so far. But I don't think it's necessary to start a GoFundMe. A lot of either you have the collapsible goalpost or you keep the students off the field. I
Exactly.
mean, we've seen some stadiums that do what they can to keep the people off. And I know you can't keep 110,000 people off a field, so to speak. But I just think you got to have something in place to where, and maybe they got caught off guard because Tennessee was good for so long. They probably never thought they'd be in a position to where people would be so happy to get a win they tear down a goalpost. But I don't know
Right.
what the situation is, but I don't think it's that big of a deal for them to just go ahead and pay for it, charge it to the game. Like Ray said, this game made you money. It made your coach
Exactly.
money. So
It made you money.
yeah, the school's not hurting to my knowledge, and if they are hurting, then something else is wrong.
And Tennessee ain't hurt. If you look at that stadium, anything that's around that stadium is painted the exact same color as the Volunteers, including the damn McDonald's. The McDonald's arches are the same color as the team colors. It's amazing to see. So you ever get through that area, you got to check it out, man. That everything around that stadium is all Tennessee Volunteers. So, and you see that stadium, man, really, in all honesty, and this is something I'm just gonna throw out there. If anybody from the NFL upper office is listening, some of these college stadiums are actually better than some of the NFL stadiums. I'd like to see maybe one of the NFL teams play there to get 110,000 people, 120,000 people in one stadium for a pro game in Tennessee would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of stadiums, the official capacity is 102,000, but
And
I want to say it can be expanded.
I think it's going to be
Now,
expanded to 110. I think is what uh, I believe. I'm not 100% on that.
now, as of right now, Michigan made some changes. So Michigan actually has 107. So I guess they're the biggest right now. And they said they have had crowds as big as 115, which is supposed to be the record. I think that happened back in September. So maybe
Okay.
Tennessee is second right now. But I mean, those are some huge
Ohio State.
stadiums. And yeah, yeah. And so the Tennessee Titans are actually getting a new stadium. From what I understand, it's going to be a dome because they want
Yeah,
to host the Super Bowl. And man, Nashville has blown up probably more than any major city I can think of recent, man. And they're
yeah, they
doing all
blowing up.
kinds of stuff, and they're trying to take advantage of it. So they want to get a Super Bowl, and they're talking about building the Titans a dome.